Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. We're gonna talk Battlefield 6 again today, or however it will be called. But the community was very busy during the last week trying to figure out what else we can read from the short teaser that we got alongside the announcement of Battlefield Labs. And there was a post on Reddit again. It's Reddit again from Raider, and he says that he has found the exact location of the map where the teaser takes place. And Level Cap Gaming did already point towards Egypt in his video, because he translated one of the signs there and it says "for the future of Egypt." So we already knew that it takes place somewhere in Egypt, but the Redditor found out a little bit more. So apparently the place where this whole scenario takes place, probably, which is also a part of a map that we will see in Battlefield 6 once the game is released, or maybe in the Battlefield Labs already. So the map is located at Mosque Madrasa. I'm very sorry if I'm completely butchering this name right here. So Mosque Madrasa of Sultan Hassan in Cairo, Egypt. And what the guy on Reddit did was basically to compare different details in the architecture. For example, the AC up here, or the palm trees, or the curbs over here. And this all matches this real life location in Cairo, Egypt. And then we have this picture right here with the tank coming out of, well, it looks like it's coming out of the wall, but it's actually coming out of the mosque, or it's just driving through the wall right here, or through the entrance. And this is the Mosque Madrasa of Sultan Hassan in Egypt. You can see the pictures right here. So right now it looks like we have one map that is based in Gibraltar, which is the location of the first screenshot that we've seen, or first artwork. It's not exactly a screenshot, but it's an artwork. And then there is Cairo, Egypt. So apparently the maps will be located all around the world again. And in the comments there were some people pointing towards Strike at Carcant, and that this map might be a remaster of it. But there is a map designer called Kalle Busgard, probably butchered this name as well, and he said that the Cairo map was the last map that he designed before leaving DICE a few months ago. So I don't think this will be a remaster. I really think that the people are right. They're saying this is a completely new map and this was solely designed for the new Battlefield game. What was also spotted in the teaser, what I did not pay attention to be honest, was that one of the soldiers is apparently crouch sprinting. So that seems to come back. It wasn't in Battlefield 2042. Instead, we had this, how is it called, traversal sprint, so you can sprint faster to sprint from cover to cover. But in Battlefield 5 back then, we already had the crouch sprinting, and I thought this was actually really helpful, because it allows you to lower your profile a little bit and still move relatively fast across the battlefield. So if this is not just for the cinematic, and if this is really a gameplay mechanic, and if it's true that this is coming to the new Battlefield, I'm really happy to see this mechanic return. I'm actually hoping that they will go as far as bringing other mechanics from Battlefield 5 back, like, I don't know, rolling from a high fall, for example, or that you can roll around onto your back and then lie on the back and shoot like this. So I know this was kind of annoying at the beginning in Battlefield 5 because we weren't used to it, but now whenever I play this game, I feel like this needs to return, because the whole movement in Battlefield 5 just feels so good. And I'm really hoping that they will take an example on Battlefield 5 when it comes to the movement, but that they're doing something like this. So picking whatever was good in an old Battlefield title was kind of confirmed by the producer of the game, David Sirland, because he said that the Battlefield teams are looking to find the best possible cherry-picking strategy for each area on the next Battlefield, which means they're looking into all of the older titles and pick the destruction, the gunplay, the movement, and so on from a specific game that made it best within the franchise. So from what we've seen so far, they probably picked kind of the atmosphere and the tint or whatever, or like the color scheme from Battlefield 4, probably not from Battlefield 3 because it had this more bluish color, but Battlefield 4 was not as much, and the short teaser that we've seen so far actually reminded me a lot on Battlefield 4. But I'm also hoping that they will do the movement from Battlefield 5, like I've already said. I also hope we will get a bit of the grittiness that we had in Battlefield 1, but also the gunplay, I don't know, to be honest. I think that was also really good in Battlefield 5 actually, without this weird suppression mechanic. And what Zilland also says is that this cherry picking strategy also applies to the not so good things that they had in previous Battlefield titles, so they will not pick them, which is probably the reason why we will see the return of the class system instead of the specialists, because I think that was probably the biggest thing in 2042 that people did not like at all. So it's basically what I had said in a video, like, I don't know, several months ago, where I went over a few things that DICE should learn from Battlefield 2042, and I can remember that back then I said that they should pick whatever was really good in former titles and then build upon this. And it sounds like they do, I'm really hoping they do, but I'm also hoping that they will listen to the feedback they receive during the Battlefield Labs playtests that will start in a few weeks, by the way, and then hopefully this game will turn out really, really good and will bring this franchise back on track. By the way, if you have not signed up to Battlefield Labs so far, you can find the link to it in the description below, so be sure to sign up, and maybe you are one of the lucky ones who get invited to playtest this game early on. So far there have been, I think it was around 1.5 million players signed up for the playtest, so that's a ton of players right there, and I honestly didn't think that so many people would sign up for this, because the trust in franchise and the developers really plummeted after 2042, and seeing that so many people are still interested in testing the next Battlefield game and also are curious about the game, and they're not really hyped, but they're looking forward to it and are interested in seeing what DICE is cooking. This looks like the community is still passionate about the franchise and is just sitting there waiting for a good Battlefield to be released. But yeah, that was it for today. A bit of stuff I collected during the last few days, because I'm not really putting out a video because of every tweet that a developer is making and then do a 12-minute video about it or something. But instead I'm collecting it a bit, and then I'm gonna do a video whenever I feel like we do have a bit more information. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and as always, I want to hear your opinions in the comments below. I'm reading all of them, even if I'm not replying to all of them, but I'm always reading all of them. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm Catwoman, and you are awesome.